Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T, and I got Mark with me.
Hey there, how you doing?
And I'm bringing back to you another episode of The Road to 100K, which is my haul series where I try to build that 100K collection with no doubles and as little filler as possible. So let's get right to it. So the first thing I got this week, as always, I'm going to cover the graphic novels. This week I only really got one. That was Batman, the Dark Prince Charming. I don't know. I don't even know what this is about. It looks like it was some sort of written internationally or something, I heard. I'm kind of interested to really see what the story's about, and I don't know, maybe it's a more brooding Batman, if that's possible. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Didn't get very many hardcovers today, and that's about it.
No new boxes?
No new boxes. So the first book I'm going to throw in is Spider-Man 234, which is the first appearance of the new Sinister Six team. It looks like they got Iron Spidey in the team, which seems kind of cool. I'm kind of interested to see how he interacts as a villain in this book, so I definitely had to grab one of those. Going for about $12 on eBay, I picked up Batman the Lost, which is one of the Dark Metal tie-ins. These have been like hot. They go fast. I assume that's why people are already paying those prices online. It's a nice shiny foil cover. I've heard a lot about this Dark Knight series, so I definitely had to add that. I'm also going to put in Captain America number 695, which is the 1/25 Adi Granov variant. It's a really cool image. I love how Cap's fighting some Nazis on it, holding the flag. It's got a lot of good action. I think Adi did a really good job on this cover.
Yeah, that is a beautiful cover.
I liked it.
It was hard to find, too.
It was, because who was ordering the... I mean, with the lenticulars, it became a little easier, but it still is dicey. The next book I picked up was Guardians of the Galaxy, number 146, which is another 1/25 Adi Granov variant. I'm a fan of Adi Granov. I really like this cover, how it shows the whole team. He's drawn each character really well, and it's really colorful, so I did like it. I'm also going to throw in Betty Page, number 4. I picked that up this week. It's the Michael Linsner, just the regular cover. I really liked Betty Page dressed up in the devil outfit. He's really good at sexy covers. Sometimes he's hit or miss. I find if it's close up on the face, I don't like it as much, but his full body stuff, it really reminds me of 50s pinup art, which I really enjoy. So I definitely had to add that one. The next book is going for about 10 on eBay, and I don't know why, because all the stores pretty much order the crap out of this now, and that is Supergirl 15, the Art Germ variant. I really like this one. I really like the whole imagery of her ripping off the dress shirt to show the costume underneath. Of the 4, I actually kind of like this one as one of the better ones. This one, the first one, the second one. The third one I wasn't too hot, where she was in the suit with the reflection, but this is one of the better ones, definitely.
I like that one a lot, too.
Yeah, definitely one of the favorites. Also, I'm going to throw in the Harley Quinn number 31, which is the Frank Cho variant. As you saw, I collect up all the Frank Chos, so, you know, keep them coming. I like this one. She's on the horse. Maybe it's for Remembrance Day. It's kind of got an America theme. The last one had the costume theme. It was around Halloween, so maybe he's just cranking them out like that. Like, that's where he's getting the ideas for the covers. I'm not 100% sure. I did like this, though.
I'm sure that's the only reason Harley Quinn is selling these days. It's all cover Bs by Cho.
Yeah, I guarantee you the cover Bs, because I have no clue what's going on in this book. I never hear anything about it. Next book's going for about $8 on eBay, and that is Spider-Man vs. Deadpool number 23, which is the Mike McCone Legacy Headshot variant. Like I said, one of the stores that I go to, they're just like throwing these out for cover price. I assume it's going for 8 on eBay because it is a 1/10, but since I was getting them for cover, anything with Spidey on it. Spidey with the Deadpool, I thought that was cool. Definitely happy to have that for cover. I'm also going to throw in Spider-Man number 234, which is another first Sinister Six, and this is another Mike McCone Legacy Headshot variant. This one's got the Miles. I really like it, showing his costume with Spidey on it. And again, for cover, you can't complain. The next book, okay, so I kind of went a little crazy on the lenticulars this week, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of lenticular fatigue. So these next set of books might actually be coming down to winding down to the last lenticulars I pick up, because I heard that Marvel was going to do it for the number 2s as well. So I guess if it's working, just keep pimping it. So I'm not going to play into that, man. The bar of how much I have to like these covers just went up, just like the hip hops once I heard there was number 2s. So but the first one I picked up was Guardians of the Galaxy number 146, and this is the Ron Lim homage variant, and it homages the Infinity Gauntlet number 1, which is one of my favorite series growing up. I love how Thanos basically trashes the whole Marvel universe. I love the Infinity Gauntlet. It's actually what made me a real fan of like Thanos as a villain, so I definitely had to get that.
I wish they were cleaner. Like the transitions were cleaner.
Yeah, the transitions on those lenticulars are terrible. I'm basically only collecting them for the legacy cover, which it seems like that in the lenticular-ocity, I don't even know what to call it, but in whatever they call the lenticularification of it, I find that the legacy cover is definitely the clear of the two, so I am happy because that is why I'm buying them. There is one that was a Matina cover that I would get, but other than that, I'm glad that the homage cover is the clean one. So the next one I picked up was Spider-Man, another one of the 230s where it's the first Sinister Six. This one is homages Amazing Spider-Man King Size Special number 6, which reprints ASM Annual number 1, which is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. And when you look at this is the kind of lenticular homage that me and Mark are talking about. You have the new Sinister Six in the Spider-Man book, therefore they homage to the Sinister Six's first appearance. That is cohesive. That is, some of them we don't understand, but this was a good one. I really like the connection between it. And again, the Spider-Man books, I'll always collect them up.
Or at least they're relevant to each other.
Yeah, like I like the relevancy of these two. There's a couple that are like that. Some of them are so outlandish. The next book I'm going to throw in there is Black Panther number 166, which is the Wes Craig homage. And it's homaging the Incredible Hulk 340, which is the classic Wolvie cover where, you know, the claws with the Hulk's face in the reflection. So that's always a great cover, always a great book. Had to get it. I'm also going to throw in America. I believe it's number 6 or 8. I can't tell. They didn't really put the number on it. But this is another Ben Caldwell homage, and it homages The Amazing Spider-Man 39, which is Romita's first work on Amazing Spider-Man. Again, I'm collecting up all the Spideys, so definitely had to add that. I'm also going to put in Daredevil number 595, which is the Elizabeth Torque homage variant, and it's basically just homaging a classic Dark Phoenix cover. I don't even think there's anything too key about the book it's homaging, but I always did like that Dark Phoenix cover where she kind of looks really crazy and mad.
But what does Dark Phoenix have to do with Daredevil?
And that's one of the perfect examples that I don't understand. Maybe somebody has some like obscure knowledge that they could leave in the comments where they could be like, oh well, you know, this is the reason why because I would actually like to know that, and I'm sure there's some interesting reasons. I'm like, the brains at Marvel had to have reasons, or they just were like throw stuff on stuff, which I could believe they do that. So this book's going for about 10 on eBay, as is all the lenticulars. All the lenticulars are going for about 8 to 10, so that's why I'm not mentioning all of them, but this one was going for a solid 10, and that was Moon Knight 188, which is the Sankovic homage variant, and it homages Moon Knight number 25, which is the first appearance of the Black Spectre. This, in my opinion, was one of the better ones. Definitely. It was like, I just really like how Moonlight looks on it. Nice black cover. Again, man, it's just lenticulars after lenticulars. I'm really sorry about this. But this next one is the Spider-Man vs. Deadpool, number 23, which is a Kamen Coley homage variant. And this is just another classic Craven cover. Amazing Spider-Man, so take my money, right? Like, if it's Amazing Spider-Man, take my money. But I really do like this. I really do like this old book, so I'm definitely happy to have that. The next book's going for about $12, and it is The Unbelievable Gwenpool, and it is the David Nakayama homage, and it's basically homaging Fantastic Four 200, which is just a double-sized 17th anniversary issue. I actually hate the Fantastic Four. I don't. Please don't flame me. I know comments or whatever, but I just don't like Fantastic Four that much. But I do like Doctor Doom a lot. And so any of the homages with him, I think Doctor Doom's an underused character. They need to put him in a lot more stuff. So I picked that up. Next book's going for about $8, and that is Wonder Woman. Oh, that was the end of the lenticulars.
Lenticularitis.
Oh yeah, I need a lenticulobotomy? I don't know. Just to get those out of my brain. But the next one I picked up was Wonder Woman number 34. This is the Tony S. Daniel. I don't even know what it's called. I'm calling it a milestone variant because he seems to be doing all of these milestone covers with the big numbers. I thought it was cool, the 700. I didn't collect up the original. I just do like, I don't know, it just looks iconic with the 700. And in that vein, going for 10 as well, I picked up the Tony S. Daniel Superman 34, which is actually the 800 issue. So yeah, I really think those are cool, those milestone variants, you know, it's like celebrating it. I've seen Tony S. Daniel do better art, but hey, it's alright.
He's homaging that classic Neil Adams cover.
Oh, okay, I actually didn't know that he was doing that, so that's cool that that's another homage. That's cool, that's good to know.
The homages just keep coming.
The next book I picked up at our show, so yeah, man, I even picked up some books at the show. That's why you guys got to come out to the next one, and that is the Marvel Fumetti book. I don't know, I just saw this on a table for a couple dollars. It looked really neat. Stan Lee on the cover. It looks like it's got a bunch of the like big guys from that time, like Simonson, Claremont, Byrne, and if you actually open this book, it's a live action book, so like they're posing and then they put speech bubbles like the real people. I don't know, this seemed really interesting with these creators getting older and like, hey man, I don't want to be macabre, but you know what it is, like some of these, like this book, I don't know, it's just got a lot of old iconic writers and creators from Marvel in it, so I thought it was pretty cool, especially for a couple bucks. The next book I picked up was just a Venom number. It was a number 1. It was a Clayton Crane comic exposure negative variant. I actually wanted the color of this because I really thought that the Clayton Crane art was really good in it. I settled for the negative. Another book I picked up at the show was The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 3. I think this is the first one. This is the Comics Exposure Diodato variant. I really like this kind of black suit. I don't know if that's supposed to be Mary Jane.
It's Mary Jane.
Yeah, I love the Mary Jane Venom stuff. I can't afford the Spidey 680 whatever, like the 678, which is like the crazy one, which is like a couple grand. But hey man, I kind of got a little bit of that on this, and I will get that book eventually, but I really like that, and I picked it up at the show. Cool Spidey book. Also at the show, I picked up Wolverine Origins number 10, which is the first Dakin, son of Wolverine. In the earlier videos, I did show you that 1 to 15 variant I had picked up, but I actually didn't have the original, and I also don't have the 1 to 100 Third Claw yet. But I thought that was really neat. Nice white cover, great condition. I'm happy to have this to add to my set. The next book I picked up was Power Girl number 27, which is the last issue to this series. This is a pretty hot book. I kind of tried to look up some reasons why it's just the last issue to series. I assume it's the cover, because the cover is really awesome. I mean, if you like the classic boob covers, like, you are getting your fill with this Power Girl.
And it's also a low print run.
Yeah, it's a low print run because last issue to series, right? Like series it's the last issue because it's dying. But yeah, that's a really cool cover, man. I wish we saw more covers by him. See, things like this make me fans of these guys. You know what I mean? When they put this kind of stuff out, because I really think this is nice. Last but not least, picked this up. My man Mark hooked me up with this. I've always wanted this book. I'm happy to finally have a decent condition one for my collection. I will try to upgrade it eventually, but I am actually very happy with this. And that is The New Mutants 98. First Deadpool, baby. I'm so happy to have this book. I've always wanted it. I've always wanted a copy. This is a really nice copy, too. I'm proud to have it in my collection. Of course, if I came across something better for cheaper, I would replace. But, you know, it's really good. It's clean. It's definitely probably in that 8.0 criteria that I try to hold all my books to. Were you going to say something?
Plus, it's a newsstand.
Okay, so the one thing I wasn't going to mention was the fact that it's a newsstand, because I don't believe in it. But, hey, man, I'm happy. It's newsstand, baby. I'm into the newsstands now. I got one. No, I'm just kidding. I still am not 100% of a subscriber to it, but, hey, man, the market is what the market is, and this is a great newsstand copy. First appearance of Deadpool, first appearance of Domino as Copycat, so I don't even know why I added it. It's just obviously like some sort of double or something like that, but I'm greatly appreciative that I got hooked up with this book, and that ends the haul, man. That's a good haul. Well, guys, that's another episode of The Road to 100K. Thanks for joining me. I also wanted to add, thanks for all the subscriptions. We were up to 60. Thanks for the comments. Even though last week I had that show, I haven't really had a chance to respond to them, but I love all of them. I'm going to make sure to respond, and I will definitely check out videos too, because I like to learn about books that I don't know about. So trust me, I will be on that more. It's just last week was really busy. The grand total of the 100K collection so far is $36.20.
Wow.
So yeah, man, we gained a good $500. I'm sure that the Deadpool for a couple hundred helped, and the Power Girl helped. So yeah, I'm happy as how it's going. It's coming up. My collection's looking great. Minimal filler. The other day I opened it up. I kind of flipped through a few books, and every book I was happy. So yeah, man, that's successful. So check out the other videos. We have older videos. I'm going to be doing review videos soon. And make sure you like, subscribe, check out saddlecitycomics.com, and we'll be coming at you with the next video. I got Mark with me.
Thank you for watching.
I'll see you guys next time.
Take care.